Hey, Nini. Hey, RL. Hey, Electra, Pam, Katie, Edith, Eileen, Hilda, Jay, Sweetie, Peace on Earth, Liz, Lulu, Libra, Michelle. Hi, you guys. T Barb, Island Princess, Mary. Hey, Mary. I'm a little late. I went to print this off. Something's wrong with my printer. It won't work. So I have to wait till Saturday when my son comes. So I have to read your prayers. Thank you to my sister Deborah, who, by the way, is going to the Giants game. So I have to read your prayers from my phone. Okay, so hopefully I don't mess up. Hey, Gina. Hey, Kevin, Cheryl, Craig. It's raining here in Northern California. Yay! So here we go. I'm getting a lot of good feedback from people who had their prayers done and good things happen. Oh, thank you, Yelly Man. Thank you. I love me some Violetta too. Yes, I got my booster, T Bar. I did good. But with my teeth, yesterday I had an intense cleaning done. That's why I canceled prayer session yesterday. And I woke up, took a little nap. I woke up thinking like my front teeth were going to pop out of my mouth. The pressure it was so bad. So I called the dentist office and they said take two Motrin and a Tylenol, 600 milligrams of Motrin. Thank you, Tina. And I did, and boy, it helped. But the inside of my mouth is swelled out from all the injections. Oh, ringing in Iowa now. So I feel a little bit like I got cotton in my mouth. The main thing is I'm not in pain. And I overslept today. I don't know, Kevin. See, I had work done, is why. They did an intense cleaning. They weren't kidding. I don't know what the hell she did. She might have probably got a weed whacker or something in there. And I'm supposed to have the other side done, I think next week or the week after. So this time I'm going to take my. Oh, I bet she is about Poland. Poland's going to be okay. But I'm going to have this other side done. The first thing I'm going to do is take Motrin. Okay, let's start on our prayer requests. Thank you, Mary. Oh, Lena. Girlfriend of my sister just talked to me. She was heading out. She wanted to make sure I got the prayer list, and she updated it because it was for yesterday. But since I didn't do it, she grabbed some other prayers and put you in there. Yeah, thank you, Cosmic. Okay, here we go. V, prayers that all Americans of goodwill wish good thoughts about keeping a strong democracy and loving our neighbor. Jane, prayers for her son facing medical and dental issues requiring surgery, that he find a better paying job to pay for the medical bills, and for her other son to find a well paying job to afford the student loans and medical bills. Our poor kids, coming into this world with all these bills. Um, hey, Jelly Belly. Maureen, prayers to Elaine, who is the mother of her daughter's father. What? Prayers for Elaine, who is the mother of her daughter's father, having a hard time after he died from a massive stroke, and for Elaine's mother, Betty, who may not make it much longer. They're going to a better place, my friend. V again, prayers for her granddaughter, Madeline, finding a summer job internship that will help her career. Alexandra, healing prayers for her friend, AK, for a full functional recovery from a left wrist complex surgery. By the way, V, there was a girl at my son's college. My son went to junior college first, and that's the way you do it. Then you go into a regular 4 year because you get taken. You don't get rejected because you've been in a college already. So you go in as a junior. This one girl who got accepted in every single college she did, and we asked the counselor what was her secret, belonging to all kinds of things, even subscriptions to certain magazines. So the fact that she's going to do summer stuff, that's good. Tell her to join. Teresa, prayers for family and friends of Foo Fighter drummer Taylor Hawkins, who died unexpectedly of a heart attack in Bodega, Colombia. an hour before the concert. Just terrible. Foo Fighters, I guess, had to cancel their whole trip. Maria, prayers for relief from the stress she's under while waiting to receive a certificate from the IRS. Interesting. She's going to be okay, though. Don't worry about it. Linda, healing prayers for her right knee and right leg to heal her drop foot and continued pain and have more energy. God bless you. Barbara, healing prayers for her metastatic stage 4 breast cancer. Much love, Barbara. SB, healing prayers for Allie, who is struggling with mental health issues and doesn't want to live or get help. That's so sad because there's so much in life. Even those on the other side, as beautiful it is there, would give anything to just, be connected to universal consciousness. So in the earth realm, because you can really get rid of any past karma. Elsie, healing prayers for her daughter's grave disease. Gail, prayers for a good interview and opportunity to be offered a new position. Martha, prayers for her sister to have time to decide if she will leave Tennessee to go to Rhode Island. Healing prayers for her sister's husband to recover 100% after a suicide attempt a few weeks ago. And his meds aren't working. That's a shame. Martha, another Martha. Healing prayers for her cousin Nancy surgery on April 2nd for pancreatic IPNM. Prayers for financial help and dental help for the war and for the war to end in Ukraine. Ross, prayers to find joy again since Mark's shocking suicide last June and to find like-minded political friends to move forward out of depression to be able to socialize again. You guys all have the powers to take care of this. There's no such thing as waiting for something out there. It's all within. Alexis, prayers for Shannon, who is a mess after her husband unexpectedly dropped her after finding someone else. That is so true. Ruth, prayers for her cousin Judy, who has been diagnosed with ALS and has been experiencing rapid worsening of symptoms. And that is just a damnedest disease. Anna, healing prayers for her left ear pain and hearing loss. That medication is not helping. Mary, healing prayers for her brother Paul, who is in bad shape after suffering a stroke a few weeks ago, and prayers for his ex-wife and son. Okay, thank you. For his ex-wife and son who are handling his affairs. Prayers to high school classmate Linda, who having neck surgery on April 12th. Christina, prayers for her friend and wonderful person, Felicia, who just found out that she has end-stage pancreatic cancer. Ophelia, prayers for the win for Democrats in the House and Senate. You go, girl. Darren, healing prayers for hip spine problem and prayers for cats, salmon breed to be healed and healthy. Alexis, prayers for her daughter Morgan, who cut Alexis out of her life 6 years ago for stressing her out. That's really sad. You can't really cut anybody out. Tyann, prayers that someone special comes into her life and she is very lonely, has never known true love. Now listen, Tyann, don't forget, you can't say this is as is. You have to say, I'm a loving person and deserve love. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how it works. Catherine, healing prayers for a teenager who has a life-altering chronic physical condition that seems to have worsened lately, and prayers for them to obtain their dreams. Margaret, healing prayers for her friend, Reverend Pat Beers, psychic medium, who fell and dislocated her shoulder in her armpit. It says not front or back her fingers are numb. She's gonna be okay. Catherine, prayers for her health and her long-term disability payments get worked out, and healing prayers for her daughter Rowan with endometriosis and Claire with OCD and an eating disorder. Nancy, healing prayers for her ex who has cancer and lymphoma, and prayers for herself to be recognized for all that she has done and is creating, and for financial abundance, making peace with income. Okay. Marcia, prayers for the people of Russia kidnapped and took to Russia. Prayer for the people the Russians kidnapped and took. So you're talking about Ukrainians. And prayers that I may have someone before I die. There's always someone there, though, my friend. Raji, prayers that her son passes his medical boards exam at the end of April. He's so overwhelmed and stressed out, no time to study due to working. Karen, healing prayers for Keith, who's having serious operation on 5/2. Sir Lamer, prayers for her 6-year-old daughter who has experienced bouts of anxiety. Karen, prayers for her comfort and support for the family of Troy, who crossed from cancer and left over $100,000 in expenses. And prayers for the clear direction for Karen's life path so she can be of the highest service for the earth. Aurelia, prayers to sell her first home in Texas since she started in real estate. Chris, prayers for her niece Angie, who lost her son to suicide 3 years ago and is having trouble dealing with it. And prayers for peace with her sister Margie, who is being taken advantage of by her daughter, grandson, and granddaughter. That's a shame. And there's nothing you could do. You have to let them go through their adventure. Hank, healing prayers for his heart problems with potential operation, and prayer for the stray cats he rescues. Douglas, healing prayers for health and calm life for his sister Margie, who's on oxygen and cannot leave her home. Hold on one second, you guys. Richard, your food's here. Okay. Healing prayers, for Douglas, for his sister Margie, who is on oxygen, cannot leave her home, and her mentally unstable daughter, who lives with her and emotionally abuses her. So the other daughters will not come to visit. The 2 grandkids steal from her too. God, that's a shame. I see this all the time, you guys. It's just terrible. Lorna, healing prayers for her dear Aunt Glenda as she undergoes treatment for cancer. Lynette, prayers that her daughter Silva gets into Harvard Law School, continues to conquer her ADD. Agi, healing prayers for complete healing and that physical therapy release the pain on the left side of her back area, shoulder blade. Michelle, prayers that her brother in the Bahamas gets another job this month. Pat, prayers that her son Paul, who is looking for a new job and is presently unemployed. Mason, prayers that the foreclosure in his home is stopped to be guided to pay the mortgage off in full. Yes. Leslie, prayers for Leslie and her husband Ken, who are newly homeless and looking for affordable apartment to rent in Montana. They are both seniors in poor health and not rolling in the money. And Leslie, I feel like they will get a place. I will tell you that much. Eva, healing prayers for Diane, who is nervous, can't sleep at night, and has IBS. Denise, healing prayers for her disabled sister Diane, who slipped and twisted her bad leg on a trip to Rome, making it very hard to walk. She's going to be better, don't worry. Jay Suri, prayers for her only child's husband's sobriety and quick recovery from excessive drinking. They have 2 little kids. Deborah, prayers for Cherie, who is graduating from law school next month and has not yet found a job. Maria, healing prayers for her friend and sister from heaven, Emma, who is having an operation soon. Laura, healing prayers to figure out how to better manage her heart murmur, and healing prayers for her friend Teresa in Cyprus, who broke both a hip and wrist. Oh my God, you guys. And it is a slow healing, but it does happen. It does happen, you guys. Okay. Andrea, continued prayers for her mother Diane and Aunt Ann for finances blessed and healing of their bodies. Prayers for her brother Derek's continued sobriety. Prayers for her son Ali and his finances. Prayers for success for Andrea's 7th grade students and for her weight loss, continuing diet, exercising, and good health. Veer, healing prayers for her bipolar husband Edward, who never recovered from a triple bypass and whose mind and body are slowly degenerating, leaving him very ill, suicidal, not leaving his bed. Their Down syndrome son, Ben, depends on him. Oh, this is so sad. And you know, these big operations can cause mental, like if you have a tendency, it kind of kicks on in. Carolyn, prayers for her daughter Kim, who's being very nasty for unknown reasons. I'm so sorry about that. Prayers that a cause for Carolyn's back problems is found during her 4 to 6 back surgeries. Prayers for JC and Connor, who had major surgery. Prayers for further improvement for Nick, who's been going off oxygen more often. And prayers for her neighbor who lost her daughter. Oh. April, healing prayers for John Baptiste's wife, Shulika, who has leukemia. John Baptiste did the Oscar-winning music for the animated movie Soul. Oh. They got more stuff for that now, girlfriend. They got more stuff for leukemia. Raynell, prayers for her 15-year-old granddaughter, Elisa, who has a rough year with anxiety and depression after losing her best friend, Bree, and Bree's younger sister, Abby, in a house fire. And prayers for the parents of the girls who heard the screams and were unable to save the girls. It's just god awful. Just god awful. Liliana, healing prayers for her 4-year-old granddaughter, Elenia, who has hypermetropia in her left eye, and if not corrected, may lose her sight in that eye. Healing prayers for dog Marcelo's dry eyes. Prayers for Liliana win her court case with the homeowners insurance company, and healing prayers for her son Giancarlo arms and hands issue. Janice, healing prayers of light and love for Ron in Boston, whose neuroendocrine tumor has grown, and for his wife Cindy in keeping her strong and steady. Perla, prayers that her family gets enlightened and recognizes the truth that her sister gets the mental help she needs to stop spreading lies about Perla. Diana, healing prayers that her insomnia is reversed so she can sleep after a horrible 6 weeks plus. Pepper, prayers for Mark in Missouri as his very depressed son Zach recently OD'd but survived. Jean, prayers to find a reasonable rental for her and her daughter in Maine. Michelle, prayers that her sister-in-law receive her settlement by this month or next. Jolie, healing prayers for Laverne's medical problem to turn around to a full recovery. Mary, prayers for help losing 40 pounds so she can have the second part of her breast reconstruction surgery, deep flap surgery, and she has hypothyroid with Hashimoto's. Jasmine, prayers for love and abundance to flow freely in her family and for the people of Ukraine, that their pain and sadness will soon be over. Barbara, healing prayers for special needs pup Tini to have an improved appetite and steadier walking. Jackie, healing prayers for her son's scared mother-in-law, Audrey, who's had triple negative breast cancer in her lymph nodes and cancer in the other breast, requiring surgery and chemo. Trupti, healing prayers for her friend Bartinu's Bell's palsy, that it's not getting relief from traditional medicine options. The doctor is without solutions. Prayers that Tripti finds her soulmate soon. Have her do a Chinese, what do you call it? With the needles? Acupuncture, yeah. Karen, prayers for her upcoming eye surgery is scheduled for 18. April, prayers that she will be able to stay where she's living and be able to receive enough financial help so she can continue living independently. Lucy, prayers that paperwork and finances come through for her daughter, Janaki, to complete her PhD at the end of next year. Healing prayers for her anxiety and pandemic restricting her progress. Dee Marie, prayers that she does not have to move due to her complex manager lying about her to the owner, but if she does have to move, that her attorney is successful in legal action. Rhonda, healing prayers for her stress and health, prayers to keep her tongue in check with her husband, and prayers for her sons to find good job, and prayers for peace. Linda, healing prayers for her brother Jerry, who's been diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer, and prayers for her sister Treva, who may have heart issues. Patty, healing prayers for Karen's son Harrison, who's dealing with Crohn's disease and heartbreak. Patty, again, prayers for the possible hip replacement and for her daughter Susan to be able to be in her children's lives, and for her daughter Mandy, who is dealing with addiction, and to get back into her kid's life. Christine, healing prayers for her friend Debbie, who has had COVID ×2 and her lungs are damaged, and prayers for Debbie to be able to retire from the railroad, healthy, free of alcohol, wiser, and to find an Indian reservation that'll help her discover her father's family. Beautiful. Michael, prayers to find a job ASAP after losing 2 jobs in a month. Oh, that's a drag. Auntie, healing prayers for her niece Stacy and her family and the loss of their brother and son Donald. Lori, healing prayers for her husband Jesse, who's been diagnosed with liver failure. Patricia, healing prayers for her cat Thiesel's eye to heal so she can avoid surgery to remove the eye. Prayers for Patricia's business sales to improve so she can afford the very expensive eye surgery. Otherwise, she has to surrender the cat to the vet office for adoption. Scott, prayers for resources to move into a livable place with accurate guidance from God and the spiritual realm, and healing prayers for Linda G's throat and respiratory system. Thank you, honey. Sunflowers, healing prayers for her cousin Doreen in Maine or Massachusetts who has stage 4 ovarian cancer. Maine is ME, Massachusetts is MA. Sarah, healing prayers for her friend Becky, recently diagnosed with kidney cancer. Oh my God. Ivy Lisi, prayers for Chris to soon find a new job with better salary. Denise, continue prayers for Diane sprained leg to get better. Ray, healing prayers for her gut and root chakra and any related issues. Mariah, prayers to be called in for a second round interview for a leadership position free from racial and age discrimination and that she is hired. Gisela, healing prayers to heal and become well for her brother Henry is sick. Tracy, healing prayers for peace and healing for her. And Donna, healing prayers and love for her friend Linda, who is very ill in the hospital, sitting in stasis every day and in need of spiritual healing and intervention. Amen. So that's the, and then I want to do healing prayers for my cousin Regina, who has ALS. And apparently her sister-in-law just got sick. So we'll pray for her sister-in-law too. And okay, so let's do this, you guys. Everybody take a deep breath. Breathe it out. Here you go. Take another deep breath. And another deep breath. You feel that energy? Okay, now we're going to do the green for healing, the blue, the magenta. I'm going to do the gold and the beautiful white silver. The white silver, okay? And now we're going to throw this. Oh, my hands are hot. We're going to throw this into the universe. Boom. To all those that need healing and need help, thy will be done. Thy will be done. So some of you guys are writing and saying things are working out. One person wrote me, and I don't know if it was her husband, but somebody, he was on a ventilator. It's expected to go, and he woke up and he's fine now. He's healing slowly but surely. Yeah, Alex, prayers for your little sister who tried to run away from residential facility and finishes the program. So, amen, my friend. Okay, you guys. So that's it. Next time I talk to you, I'll get my printer fixed. So listen, Friday I'll be on with Danny. We'll probably have Mel. See, what is this, Wednesday? Tomorrow is mediumship day for my members. Also, what was I going to tell you? Something else. I'll probably do a live on Easter Sunday because that's just a really good time to connect with universal consciousness. So I don't know if a lot of you be at church or something, but I'll probably do it about 10 o'clock, a live with everybody. And yeah, like I said, Danny is Friday, and next week I think I'm busy again. So, and definitely prayers for the Ukraine, Zelensky, in that this Putin can be taken down. We're not praying for his demise. We're praying that he no longer can hurt other people because he's really acting out, and he can't stop Finland and Sweden. He can't stop them. It's just amazing what he did, and now he's creating more chaos. I love it. All right, I love you guys. I love all of you. Channel the higher realm, be in the higher energy, and know that this too shall pass. It's sad to lose people, but they're the ones that are living in the good life. We're the ones having to struggle down here. And life can be beautiful, you guys. I mean, I found that out thanks to cancer. Ever since my guides walked into my life, it's never been better. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you. Cheers, everyone. Lulu and Jack say hi. It stopped raining, so they want to go outside with the BALL. Oh, Jack is looking at me like, Mama, what'd you say? He's cocking his head. Did you just spell BALL? He looks. I'm gonna have to do a video of this. Do you want the BALL? He's like, okay, you guys, I love you. Cheers.